Happy Sunday, you guys. Dr. B here with this morning, the Sunday version of Coffee Talk. And today's cup, can you guys see that? Okay. Just so you know, I got this a couple of years ago and it says best husband ever. So if there was any doubt, just so you know, that award is taken. And this guy right here, at least in Desiree's eyes, I'm the best husband ever. So I will try to live up to that expectation. Today's version of Coffee Talk, I'm sorry I didn't get to you yesterday. So those of you who know, we do a Grand Canyon training. Well, let me back up. We do a Grand Canyon hike every year in May usually, and it's rim to rim from one side to the other. It's about 25 miles, usually takes the quickest person about 9 hours, the slowest person about 15 or 16. But it's a huge testament to doing hard things. And so we had a training hike yesterday, and that training hike was up in Prescott, Yarnell area. So the first part of this we did was the Hot Shot Memorial Park and their training hike. And it's 7 miles down to the memorial where 19 Arizona firefighters lost their life. And this was, I think, in 2013. And they were essentially, if you get a chance, watch the movie Only the Brave. Great movie made about their journey, made about how they lost their life. It's a documentary, so to speak. And we were able to retrace those steps. And actually, the memorial is where they actually perished. And so they were essentially SEAL Team 6 of overland firefighters in the country. The city of Prescott would actually rent them out to go and fight fires for other states in the Southwest. But every year, it's a very somber occurrence, meaning hiking the memorial. It's great that we have a great group, and I'll post a picture after this of the group that hiked with us yesterday. But it is a really good memory. And then we took a second hike, which we've never done before, on the same day that we did this one. It's about 30 minutes away. About a week prior to that, there is a tree, which is an alligator juniper tree in Prescott or outside of Skull Valley area that they highlight this in the movie, but they actually saved. And it's supposedly over 2,000 years old. And for an Arizona tree, it is absolutely massive. So that was yesterday. So total about 12 miles. We stopped, had a quick bite, I guess to say, of eat after the first hike and snack at a place called The Forge in Skull Valley. So if you've never been there, it's great. The views out there are beautiful, but a really good day. So we met up to hike at 5 a.m. We had an hour and 20-minute drive. So there was no coffee talk yesterday. Okay, so that is what happened with yesterday, but we're back today, and I want to share a couple of things. So now what's happened in the last 24 hours is the United States went to war or started operations with Israel. And then we've had over the last few weeks the Epstein files and all this other stuff. And so I'm not a political person. And what I mean by that is my opinions don't matter to sway your opinions. But what I wanted to share with you is a quote that I learned a long time ago. And that this is my share for Sunday. B.J. Palmer, who is considered the developer of chiropractic, or D.D. Palmer's the founder of chiropractic, but then his son did the most to bring the chiropractic profession mainstream from the late 1800s all the way up into the 70s, where the founder of the school that I got licensed with, Sid Williams, took it from, I think, 1974. Life University was established and took it over there. But this quote that I learned right away: you never know how something you think, say, or do today can affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So let me repeat that for you. You never know how something you think, say, or do today can affect the lives of millions tomorrow. Now, when we had our brick and mortar business, our wellness center, Back to Health, I would always tell our team, I would say, look, here's the thing. We all have our problems. So when you come to work, set them down outside and go in and do your job. And then when you're done with your day, go ahead and pick them back up, because they're still going to be there. And for that mindset, I actually learned that from, again, a mentor, Dane Donahue and Justin Nye. We talked about a lot of that with our teams, because for when you're in that setting, you've got an opportunity to be the highlight of somebody's day. And what I always would tell our team is I said, here's what you have to understand. If somebody has an 11 a.m. appointment, they're going to get up, they're going to have breakfast, they're going to get themselves ready, they're going to get dressed, they're going to shower, they're going to come to that appointment. They're scheduling their entire day around that appointment. So you have the opportunity to be the highlight of their day. You also have the opportunity to be the hand grenade that actually blows up their day and makes it sour and off the rest of the day. So my point in that, and with everything going on in this world, here's what I will tell you. There's nothing you or I can do about what's going on in the Middle East. There's nothing you and I can do immediately about what is going on with the Epstein files and the people that are involved, good, bad, or indifferent. So if you can't do that, turn it off. You don't have to go on social. You choose to go on social. You don't have to. You don't have to watch the news. Turn it off. You choose to watch the news. And what you will learn is when you watch media, this is where people get, you're watching this right now because you have a vested interest, obviously, in what I have to say. Okay? And I hope to add some value into your day by sharing a little bit of information with you. But you can turn it off. We send this out to a ton of people, and there are a lot of people that scroll right past it. They could care less about the information. So my ask for you today, so I've got on my CCV t-shirt. I'm headed to volunteer. On Sundays, Des and I volunteer at our church. We're going to attend service first, and then we're going to volunteer. But more importantly, look for opportunities in your day that you can make a difference. So give somebody a high five. Smile. Give somebody a hug. Call your family. It is Sunday. It is the day of rest. So put the work schedule down and do something today that your future self will thank you for. And if that's playing catch with your kids, if that is taking a hike, if it's doing things around your house as far as, tidying things up because that's the day you do laundry, that's the day you do food prep, be present with those that love you the most. Spend time with them. But really my challenge for you is make an impact where you're at. Okay? You woke up today, you put your britches on, you put your shoes on, you're right where you're at. So look around. If there's somebody in your home, tell them that you love them. If there's somebody in your circle of influence and in your path today, tell them that you're thankful for them and tell them that you appreciate them. And most importantly, have a heart of kindness. Okay? We can only control what we can control. And it starts with that one quote. Think about this from B.J. Palmer. You never know how something you think, say, or do today can affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So if you make somebody feel valued, it's going to affect your relationship with them going forward. If you make somebody feel horrible, it's going to affect you with your relationship with them going forward. So that is my Sunday share for Coffee Talk. Just a reminder, the award, it's already best husband ever. So I will keep trying to live up to that title in Desiree's eyes. And I hope that your spouse, if you're a man, thinks that you're the best thing since sliced bread too. Okay? Make it a great day. Love you guys. Be blessed. See you tomorrow.